Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I like to do is just to do something a little new this time, okay? I've decided to go on and give you a ruin reading, okay? And this reading is valid until the end of September, okay? I like to welcome any new viewers to my channel today, and I certainly appreciate your subscription, all right? And for those of you who have yet to subscribe, please take a few moments to do so now, okay? So the purpose of this reading, ladies and gentlemen, is that since many romantic situations are usually riddled with challenges and opportunities for growth, these ruins here are going to help kind of assist you along in your path. Okay. The first ruin here we will be examining, or just doing a basic general overview of your situation. The second ruin here we will examine potential challenges that might be present, okay? The third ruling here, we would examine what actions that are called for to kind of maybe bring your situation to a more harmonious state. And then the last ruling here is that we're going to just summarize the essence of your situation. And I'm going to use a few other oracle cards just to give you some added advice in your situation. So, ladies and gentlemen, you may be wondering what in the hell are ruins, okay? So, ruins are glyphs or they're letters that were kind of introduced to European Germanic tribes, over about approximately probably 2,000 years ago, you know? And these symbols or letters here on there are, in fact, known as hidden secrets here, okay? So let's go on and get started. And ladies and gentlemen, if this reading resonates with you, make sure that you like and share, okay? Keep in mind that this is a general reading and it will not resonate for all air signs, okay? So just keep that in mind, okay? And just, you know, go with, what with the things that resonate. The things that don't, just let it fly, okay? So let's get started with looking at an overview. Okay, we have the first ruin here is called Menos, okay? And this ruin is all about, ladies and gentlemen, loving kindness. So it's this card is telling me that this reading is certainly all about, many of you have to really learn to love yourself first. And it tells you that it's time to really forgive and to kind of make, really this your center focus. Perhaps particularly during this time frame or during this time in question. And it's really important to kind of look at your situation, ladies and gentlemen, more from a spiritual perspective and to be a bit compassionate about what has happened. And I'm sure that it may, that many of you have been through a lot of hurts and it might be hard for you to do this, but this card is kind of asking you to do so. And to just learn from your past mistake and really truly, ladies and gentlemen, forgive someone who has really hurt you badly. Okay? And this symbol is telling you to try to make amends with someone if you hurt them unnecessarily. It could be vice versa. And kind of do it face to face, or you could do it telephonically, etc. Various ways, or even social media. This card is asking you to kind of reach out in some way. And it's telling you really to have compassion and really make a concerted effort to kind of let things go. The past is the past. So by doing so, it will allow peace and harmony to be restored, ladies and gentlemen. This symbol is asking you to be honest with yourself and avoid being selfish to others, and to try to learn more unconditionally. Surrender, ladies and gentlemen, to what is, and listen and offer support. Try not to judge or be critical of someone, this symbol is asking, and try to convey to them that they already know what to do to resolve difficulties. This card is all about encouraging, accepting, and really forgiving and supporting each other along your way here. Okay? Now let's look at, some potential challenges that you may be up against here. We have this symbol here that sits there, and that symbol is named the gods. Okay, so this symbol is all about purpose. Okay, so you're going to be challenged a little bit, perhaps being honest with one another, and trying to really keep an open mind, or you're going to be challenged with keeping open communication and really supporting each other's ambitions, okay? Because these factors appear to be the challenge here within your situation, I'm feeling. Because it kind of goes against what you're really hoping to gain here, with this symbol that I'm kind of getting here. And many of you, I'm kind of feel you're fearing change, or you're fearing change of taking a risk and doing something here. And I know that this is probably more than likely involving an ex that continuously calls you, or that a person that you're concerned about, or it could be an existing type relationship here. Okay. So let's look at what action you might need to take to kind of, turn your situation around here. We have this third symbol here, and that's called you must. Okay. And this symbol is all about support. Okay. So this card is kind of calling for you to be more open to someone's needs. Maybe listen intently. Listen and keep your focus. You know, don't listen to respond. Really fully be present and listen to what this person is saying, okay? And make an effort to provide what's needed, or don't assume, what someone else might want here. I'm kind of getting. So that's why it's very important that you have a discussion this month, okay? And try to share your true needs, ladies and gentlemen, and be more mindful about what you say to one another. And this includes trying to, avoiding being too critical, you know? This symbol is calling for you to try to be more loving when, giving constructive criticism, and to really appreciate all that you really love about someone here, you know? And try to, ladies and gentlemen, you have to and you must surrender to the idea that you simply can't change someone. You just have to love the person for who or she is, okay? So now let's just look at just look at this last symbol here, just to summarize the essence of these aforementioned symbols here. With this one, this symbol is entitled Ingas, okay? So this card symbol is all about renewal, ladies and gentlemen. So what this symbol is saying is that if you learn to kind of be more open and honest with one another, your particularly your relationship or your romantic situation still has potential, I'm feeling. Because again, this symbol is all about renewal, reconciliation, and really new beginnings, okay? Including, just renewing some of your wedding vows here that I'm getting, okay? And this roaring calls for you to kind of trust, and you'll need to kind of discuss what's really working in your situation and what's not, because I feel that the two of you might even mask your feelings here. You need to stop doing that. You need to really share what it is that you really have on your mind here, okay? Because this roaring asks you a simple question: what's really important to you? To be right all the time, or to continue to be frustrated, or to make an effort, ladies and gentlemen, to make amends to resolve your differences, okay? Or to just simply continue to dwell on the past, which doesn't do anything but sabotage you, at every turn, okay? And it hasn't gotten you anywhere. So since many of you have been betrayed, you know, even ask yourself if reconciliation is even possible, okay? And understand that through forgiveness, it might, you know? And you have to forgive this person because this is the only way that is going to free you from this bondage that you're feeling, I'm getting, okay? And this doesn't mean, ladies and gentlemen, that you have to, like return to this person and still be in a relationship with this person if you don't want to, You might simply just need to just forgive and, just give the person closure if that's what is required here, and just go your own way. Or if you feel that there's a way to reconcile your differences, then do so, because some of you may just not be simply on the same wavelength. So this is decision time that you guys have to make a decision. And embracing change, ladies and gentlemen, is certainly important here. So I wanted to add a bit more advice here into your situation, okay? Just to see, what added information we can get from these oracle cards here. So I'm going to look at the bottom two card first, which is stillness and joy. So we'll start with stillness. So this card is kind of asking you, ladies and gentlemen, to really, you know, be calm and quiet, because it seems that particularly during this time frame in question, competing things are certainly seem to be cluttering your mind here, and it's really time that you really listen to your intuition about a situation, you know and to really let go of your need to constantly please people. So this card is kind of urging you that there's a need to retreat and really clear decide upon what's best for you. Remember, this card is kind of asking you to do, well, that symbol there, okay? And then you have joy. So it's really time for you guys to embrace the blessings of life, because again, you've been through so many challenges and difficulties as well as sorrows, okay? So this card urges you to let things go and try to rejoice, just as you see the symbolism here in this card, okay? And then we have shelter. So you are in fact cherished, even if you don't think you are. You're protected, ladies and gentlemen. And this divine mother is protecting you. Okay? This card asks you to be content with who you are as a person. Because the storm is gonna fade soon, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And then you have wilderness and freedom. And this card is all about letting go and be. Once again, you know, try to loosen up a bit. I'm feeling that many of you might even be a bit too uptight regarding some aspect in your romantic situation. Understand that really there certainly is a thin line between being overly cautious about your situation or just simply being downright afraid. Only you will know what you're kind of, dealing with. So you got to try to step forward and try to keep an open mind here with this individual here. And then you have wisdom. Okay? So wisdom is, this card is all about remembering here. Okay? And this goddess is a wealth mother goddess. Her name is Ceridwen. And this card is saying that you certainly spent much time unlearning the wisdom that you really brought into this incantation, ladies and gentlemen, as well as forgot many things that you kind of already had innately inside. Okay, so this card asks you to remember, right, that wisdom really dwells within your heart. So go out in nature more, okay, to experience it. Okay, and I wanted to just give you, in conclusion here, an added bonus to this reading. Okay, I'm going to select 15 letters from this bag here, just to kind of point you in the direction of the person that I'm feeling that either you need to forgive or perhaps they need to forgive you in some way. Okay, so I'm going to choose 15 letters and I'm going to call them out and show them to you as I pull them, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to repeat them at the end so you can jot them down, just to see if it creates a name of someone that you've been kind of, really having these problems with, and someone that you might need to take some time to kind of reach out and forgive. Perhaps they may have been even calling you and you've just been ignoring them. And it's time, it seems here with this reading, that the silence, in fact, needs to end. Okay, so I want to pick some letters. 15 letters, and I'm actually choosing from 200 letters, so I think 15 would be a good number to choose. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, we have an E, ladies and gentlemen. We have a D. Okay, we have an A. We have an S. Okay, we have an R. We have a C. We have an L. That's 7. So we have 8 more. Okay. We have a T, ladies and gentlemen. We have a B. Okay. We have another T. That's 10 letters. We have 5 more. Okay, we have an R. We have a W. Three more. Okay, we have another I. And we have an E. One more letter. And we have another E. So the letters that we have an W, an E, an E, an E, 3 E's. We have an R, 2 R's. We have a C, a D, an S, a T, an A, L, B, T, I, and those are your letters here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. I certainly like to hear your comments. Be sure to like and share and subscribe. And if you'd like a more personal reading, please contact me at will.brown@watconsultinginc.net. Enjoy your day. Thanks a lot.